We have researched some of the best golf gloves out there, and we believe that Asher Golf deserves one of those top spots, not only for quality, but for style. Hey everybody, Brady and Tyson here with Golf Ascending, and if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We do create weekly golf content, so click that little notification bell as well. And today we are doing a review of Asher Golf gloves. Pretty cool company, and so if you have ever been sick or bored of just using the same old boring golf glove, then Asher might be the option for you to look into.
All right, so let's talk about the company Asher Golf. So me and Brady have kind of been itching to do a review on Asher, specifically because these guys actually were born in Utah, Park City. And if you guys don't know yet, that is where me and Brady are at. We are in Eagle Mountain, Utah. So it's cool to have another company to represent fellow Utahns out there. So super excited about that, but just kind of a general overview. Asher is a golf apparel company. They started out doing golf gloves, and as you guys can see right here, and we'll throw up some images for you guys to see here, they've got lots of cool, unique golf clubs or golf gloves, and they are a premium quality. Not something that you typically see every day, which is kind of cool. If you guys know me, I like being kind of unique and original. I don't like just having that white glove like everybody else and their dog. But, that's just kind of a little bit about them. But today specifically, we're going to talk about the gloves. Another thing I want to mention, so these guys, they've been around for a little bit, but they've recently started to kind of make a surge into the golf community. And most recently, if you guys watched the Masters 2020, Jack Nicklaus on the ceremonial tee shot actually was wearing an Asher glove, and it was kind of cool because this specific one was a tribute to Jack Nicklaus in his famous pose as he made his putt. So kind of cool. And another cool thing about this little story is Asher was already going to be making this Masters collection, and so Jack was already on the glove. They sent it his way, and to their surprise, he actually did it without even a request. So kudos to Jack and Asher for teaming up and making such a cool event. Another thing I wanted to mention is, as you guys know, I'm a huge Bettinardi fan, and recently also Asher teamed up with Bettinardi, and they put some of their top logos on their gloves. The Wizard and the Fat Cat. We'll show some images up here for you guys to check out, but that was something really cool. It just kind of shows that they're getting involved in this community. They're making really cool products, and I'm just excited to talk about them. So let's talk about these gloves. Why are they so special? What materials are they made of? What are they compared to? What kinds of colors do they offer? So to begin with, they advertise that they use a AAA Cabretta leather for their gloves. Correct me if I did not pronounce that correctly, but it is a very soft, very nice material. It's in their newer versions. They do have two different versions. One of them is an older one, but their new version's coming out. It's that AAA premium Cabretta leather, and I'll tell you, it's really soft. Honestly, compares right there with a FootJoy Stay Soft. Yeah. I've had experience with that glove before.
Me too.
Put this one on and tested it out. It felt very similar, very soft, had that very premium feel. So was really excited about that, and the amount of selection that you have. Just right in front of here, we've got 4 different colors, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. Yeah. They've got colors from all over the place, but what's kind of cool is the way that Asher works. They have a core collection that they always have replenishing in stock, but the other colors they actually bring around in season, and so they're not always in stock. So sometimes they'll have like a spring collection, a fall collection, a winter collection, maybe it's a Masters collection like what we mentioned previously. These don't always stay in stock, so there is essentially kind of a little bit of collectability to them. Just because there's limited quantity. But it is, they are really cool. They're really fresh. They're different, and it's just cool to see what they're going to do next with them.
And some, like you're saying, fresh. Like some kind of stand out a lot like this, but they have a lot that are just a very smooth, classy color that's more like your dull colors, but they're different and they just look classy and
yeah. They've got a couple.
quality.
They've got a couple like in like the browns kind of shades
Yeah.
that look really cool.
burgundy.
This one, so this one that we have up here, this one's actually, I believe it was like the Sundance collection, but it came with this white, but it had this brown strap, really classy, you know, really good looking, but it came with this one called like an oxblood and then a mahogany.
the oxblood.
And so it was kind of cool because
It
it looked kind of like wooden, like it looked like a, you know, a very sophisticated office desk. And
Yeah.
and so I really like
For a
that.
businessman.
Yeah, for a businessman, because you golf because you're a businessman. But you know, it was really cool, very manly, very, you know, I don't know, just very statement.
Yeah.
I guess that's just kind of the word.
Very cool.
But yeah, like I said, lots of collections out there. They do also have a women's line too, which is very sharp looking.
Oh yeah, they look really nice.
Yeah, and something that's, you know, really cool about this is, you know, in the golf world, there isn't much target for women. And so what's really cool is that Asher has taken the time to produce great quality women's golf gloves in a variety of colors that fit, you know, the women's market. And so I really like that about them. You know, we'll show some images of those, but pretty dang cool, and I look forward, you know, to seeing the new collections, like I said, every single day.
Yeah. Another cool service that Asher provides that is something that we haven't really seen before is that you can create custom golf gloves. So like right here on the strap with that little logo, you can have your own logo put there for a custom glove, and you can do that for like an event, or you just want it for yourself. Choose the colors. So that's kind of a cool feature that we haven't really seen, and is just another addition to how cool Asher golf gloves can be. All right, so let's talk about the quality of these gloves. I wanted to actually do a test with these and actually keep track of all the swings that I did with this glove. And I actually got up to about 865 swings with it, and so is at the range. And so obviously that might actually have more wear than if you're just taking it on and off and playing it on a course, because you're sweating when you're playing for that long and swinging that much. And so I got about 865 swings out of it, and I also accidentally washed the glove and dried it in my dryer machine. You're not supposed to do that, and I thought it ruined the test. I'm like, okay, I did that at about 600 swings. I washed it and I was like, oh no, I ruined the test. But actually, as you can see in some of this footage here, it actually still looks great. I did another 200 swings and I still don't think it's lasted its lifetime. So surprisingly, if you did wash it on accident, it might actually still work out for you. So that just shows it is pretty good quality. But with the 865 swings that I did, we figured that your typical golfer might be doing about 55 swings with a golf glove on. And so that would equate to about 16 rounds. And as you saw in that footage there with my glove that I did the test with, and again after washing it, there's really only a little bit of wearing in the heel of the palm of my hand, which is where a lot of people get wear on their golf gloves. And honestly, I think I could do another 300 or 400 swings with that glove and it would be fine. So as far as a quality check goes on this glove, I was pretty impressed, especially with accidentally washing and drying it. But even if I didn't do that, the wear seemed to be pretty good, and I think you can compare it to any premium glove out there. And so that was just my little test with kind of doing multiple swings and actually keeping track of my swings. We've also taken out some other gloves of theirs to play with out on the course. And Tyson, you've had a chance to try it out as well. What are your thoughts?
Yeah,
so far?
definitely. So I'm gonna kind of piggyback on what Brady said with his glove and his test. You know, he probably could have gotten even more swings out of it if he didn't wash it too. So
yeah,
you know, oopsie, but the thing still lasted a long time. It still has some more life.
I still use it.
Yeah, so I was actually able to test a couple of the gloves. So I've got here this white one. So we'll show you guys some B-roll of this, but I was able to put about 350 plus swings on this. most of them at the range. I did take it out on the golf course. You know, like Brady was saying, most of the wear, so I'm a left-handed golfer, so I wear it on the right hand, but most of my wear was right here, kind of on the palm on the outside. You know, typical wear, any other glove that I've had, that's where I've had issues. What's interesting though is a lot of other places that I've had issues with other gloves, I haven't seen in this glove so far. And usually I get tears in the fingers with other gloves, and the fingers are solid right now. I haven't had any issues there. So big, you know, shout out to Asher for that. No finger tearing so far. But yeah, so, you know, the nicer quality one, I guess it's the Cabretta leather, you know, 350 plus swings, still pretty good. You know, I think it's probably got, you know, maybe another 350 and that thing might be toast at that point. Yeah. But pretty good quality. I rip through gloves really easy. You know, I think last year I probably went through 6 or 7 different gloves, you know, ripping in the fingers, most of them ripping in the fingers. But the other glove that I tested out was their older model. So this one, it's not as soft with leather. You can actually pick these ones up on their site for a little bit cheaper. I think they've got them going right now for about $12. I picked up quite a few of these ones.
Still a great deal.
Yeah, and nice. I actually was pretty surprised by this one. You know, it wasn't as soft, but I felt like it was a little bit more durable. So I've put quite a few swings on this. I have a couple of loose stitching on the finger, but I mean, it's nothing that's gonna, you know, fall off anytime soon. A little bit of wear on the palm, but that's about it. So I mean, if anything, I think this older model is a great driving range glove. It's one that you can just take a ton of hacks at and, you know, not really worry too much about it falling apart. Now, the nicer glove, I probably, you know, moving forward, you know, the Cabretta leather one, I probably would maybe only use that for nicer occasion golfing, probably not using it for driving range and, you know, a ton of practice. But, you know, pulling it out, maybe, you know, you're at a scramble with your friends, you want to show off a little bit, or, you know, you're playing with, you know, someone that you just want to like look really good. Definitely pull out an Asher. You'll make a statement.
Meeting, you know, yeah. A sales pitch, taking a client out on the course.
Exactly. It's honestly, it's a great conversation starter. I mean, like we mentioned in the beginning, you know, oftentimes you don't see a bright yellow glove. You know, you don't see a bright green glove. Yeah. You know, a lot of their designs are like that. But overall, quality. You know, these guys pass the test. So these guys sit, as far as price range goes, these things are $24. So if we kind of compare to that FootJoy Stay Soft, just because, you know, that it's probably the most comparable that we saw with this glove. So the Stay Soft is $22. You can find those on Amazon or, you know, any golf shop.
Prime, free shipping.
Right, so $22, and then these guys are $24. So, I mean, if you really think about it, $2 extra for something that looks a lot cooler than just your standard white glove. You know, I think it's worth it for a lot of people. One thing to note, so, you know, these do appear in some pro shops. They're not all over the place. I couldn't find them at the PJ Superstore. So you do have to order them through their website. But I will say you don't get the free shipping until you hit that $60. So realistically, if you buy 3 golf gloves, you qualify for that free shipping, and, you know, $6 more than, you know, a Stay Soft, essentially, for 3 Stay Softs. You're getting a sweet premium glove that probably nobody that you're playing with has.
Yep.
So if you guys did like the video, make sure to hit that thumbs up, subscribe. We do upload golf content every week, and we'll see you next time.